Good evening and welcome. You're watching this quiz in English with me, Hayley Edmonds, or tonight, more so, the quiz in American. Yes, tonight's quiz is about famous Americans. So tonight there is €100 up for grabs, and that will be shared amongst those who get more than 400 points. So how does one go about getting 400 points and more money? Well, there are 9 questions. Now, each question is worth a certain number of points, from question number 1, which is worth 10 points, right up to question 9, which is worth 100 points. And to make it that little bit easier for you, we give you jokers, because we like to, to encourage you, to make you win, basically, because we like giving you money. So these 2 jokers, one will multiply the point score by 3 and another by 5. So if you're kind of wanting to get your partner those €400, or even better, be a super winner, I'll talk about that in just a second, then you'll keep those jokers in your pocket and you'll put them down in the last 3 questions. So super winners, what's super winner? Well, super winners, especially recently, since we've kind of momentarily put the 50-50s aside, super winners are those who get everything 100% right, use the jokers at the right time, and get 960 points. That's a maximum number of points that one can get in this quiz in English, or tonight the quiz in American. And as we've seen these last few quizzes, we've had people win. Last night it was €10 each for the super winners. So there are 5 super winners, or 6 super winners, 5 super winners that won at €10 each. And previously in a quiz in French, €50. So everything is up for play for tonight. There's a lot of money up for grabs, so put your thinking caps on. And let's get started on this quiz in American. Okay, question number 1. Which Kentucky colonel, born in 1890, went on to found the fast food chain KFC? Is it Ronald McDonald? Is it the Burger King? Is it Colonel Sanders? Or is it Mr. Flunch? Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with KFC, KFC means Kentucky Fried Chicken. And they had their secret recipe, or Colonel's recipe, that he was not giving out to anybody. No-ho, because it is so finger-licking good. God, I'm brainwashed by American fast food. He was born Colonel Harland David Sanders. That is the correct answer. Colonel Sanders. He also acted as the company's brand ambassador and symbol. So the man that you see, the real Colonel Sanders that you see on kind of advertisements for KFC, well, that is the founder himself, Colonel Sanders. Born in Henryville, Indiana. So thank you, Colonel. 56% of you got that one correct. Well done. 15% if you thought it was the Burger King. 17% if you thought it was the clown Ronald McDonald. And 11% of you thought it was Mr. Flunch. Now, for those of you who aren't in France, Flunch is like a kind of a healthy fast food. But it's not what we're looking for. So sorry to that 11% of you. Ziget 80. Well done, my friend. You're off to a great start. Let's move on to question number 2. Where was John F. Kennedy assassinated in 1963? Was it in Denver? Was it in Delaware? Was it in Dakota? Or was it in Dallas? Now, JFK, or John F. Kennedy, was a president of the United States of America when he was assassinated during a motorcade through, give you a little clue, Dealey Plaza. Yes, he was going through Dealey Plaza with his wife, Jackie Onassis, when he got shot. Now, the accused at the time was Lee Harvey Oswald, who was subsequently shot. But since then, there have been lots of conspiracy theories as to who did it and why they did it. So the main suspect, and when he was shot, was Lee Harvey Oswald. The right answer is Dallas. He was in Dallas when he was shot dead in the back of his car. 65% of you got that one correct. 15% of you thought it was Dakota. 7% of you thought it was Delaware. And 13% of you thought it was Denver. Hugh, you got the right answer. Well done. Let's move on up. Which motorcycle company was founded in 1903? Was it Yamaha? Was it Harley Davidson? Was it Triumph? Or was it Ducati? Now, just to kind of give it a little clue, don't forget it's a quiz in American tonight. Oh my God, come on. So that would kind of, if for anyone who knows about motorcycles, that would eliminate right away 3 of those answers. The right answer, and it sounds a bit like my name, well, half of it, is Harley Davidson. It was founded by a 20-year-old Harley who drew up plans for a small engine, and along with his friend Arthur Davidson, they created the first motorcycle in Milwaukee. And I think it's still there to this day. In fact, I think it is. And there was a big kind of recent debate with Trump about them kind of externalizing. And of course, Trump put his foot down because he doesn't want to get business out of America. Anyway, 61% of you got that one correct. 14% of you thought it was Yamaha. Nay. 10% of you thought it was the British company Triumph. And 15% of you thought it was Ducati Carvar. Got that one right, my friend. Well done. Question number 3. So you put your ×5 down on that one. Whoa, put it down early, my friend. But you may be in with a big chance of getting your part in €100, which is better than nothing. Question number 4. Which musician walked the line? Was it Elvis Presley? Was it Johnny Cash? Was it Carl Perkins? Or was it Chuck Berry? Which musician walked the line? It's also the name of a song that he sung, and also the name of the biopic of his life, in which he was played by Joaquin Phoenix, and his wife June Carter Cash was played by Reese Witherspoon. He was born in 1932 in Arkansas. The right answer is Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. A relatively easy one for you guys because 51% of you got that one correct. So well done. The right answer was, of course, Johnny Cash. I walked the line, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burned, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. Actually, that's what one often sings after a hot Indian restaurant. Once one has eaten at a hot Indian restaurant or eaten hot Indian food on today, we say we have a ring of fire, but that's no. Anyway, that's something for a metaphor for something else. Let's move on to question number 5. Which author wrote Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Was it Ernest Hemingway? Was it F. Scott Fitzgerald? Was it Jack Kerouac? Or was it Mark Twain? Which author wrote Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Yes, he also wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Oh. And he was born in Florida. No, I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about Florida, as in the place in the United States of America, in 1835. He's studied in pretty much a majority of schools I know in America in English literature classes. It's 53% if you got it right. The right answer is Mark Twain. Mark Twain wrote Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and, of course, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. 19% of you thought it was On the Road, Jack Kerouac. 11% of you thought it was Great Gatsby, Scott Fitzgerald. I'm getting all confused there. And 17% of you thought it was Ernest Hemingway, who was a fan of Paris, n'est-ce pas? Cécile Manoir, you got that one correct. Let's move on to question number 6. Geography. Okay. Now, imagine the United States in your head. That might kind of help you with this one. What is the name of the river that separates New York City from New Jersey? Is it the Rubicon River? Is it St. Lawrence River? Is it the Hudson River? Or is it Missouri River? Now we're looking for the name of the river that separates New York City from New Jersey. I think there are 2 more geography questions here, and I'll say it's all quiz in English tonight. The quiz in American tonight. So everything from our stateside friends. The right answer is, of course, Hudson River. It's Hudson River that separates New York City from New Jersey. Well, it's good to see that the majority of you got that one correct. The majority of you know your American geography, so well done you. 60% of you, to be precise. 8% of you thought it was St. Lawrence River. 11% of you thought it was Missouri River. And 21% of you thought it was the Rubicon River. Garriole. Got that one right. Well done. Let's have a look at the rankings. So far, Fab 21 is in the lead with 380 points. Just behind him, number 2 is JL Sendi with 380 points. And in third place, the current rankings. This could change because we're going to go into big jokers time now and big points. 380 points for Stéphane Poudrou, and you're all French. So well done. Thus far, you're doing extremely well. Now is the time. The questions are worth 80 points. This question is worth 80 points. It's question number 7. Salt Lake City is the capital of which United States state? Is it Iowa? Is it Wyoming? Is it Utah? Or is it Nebraska? Now we're looking for Salt Lake City is the capital of which US state? Now I've always wanted to go there because they've got an amazing snowboard scene there. Yes, they do. Salt Lake City. Great place for snowboarding. Lots of I'm going to start talking about snowboarding, but I shouldn't probably. A lot of freestylers and a lot of famous snowboarders have come from Utah, of which my favourite. Well, the right answer is Utah. I gave the answer away. So well done, I'm just helping you out. The right answer is Utah. 64% of you got that one correct. 24% of you thought it was Wyoming. 6% of you thought it was Iowa. And 6% of you thought it was Nebraska. So Salt Lake City, Utah, features in a lot of snowboard and ski films. Great place to go. I would like to go one day. There we go. Question number 8. Who was the author of The Cat in the Hat? Was it Dr. Dolittle? Was it Dr. Quinn? Was it Dr. Seuss? Or was it Dr. House? Who was the author of The Cat in the Hat? Now that is an iconic children's book, just for the kind of the designs, the illustrations as well. It's a very basic, but it's a real important book for young children because it helps you to learn everything about onomatopoeias and, well, there's a little story in it as well. Cat in the Hat. The right answer is Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss wrote The Cat in the Hat. An iconic children's book, as I just said. I'm just going to repeat myself all night. That question was worth 80 points, ladies and gentlemen, and 54% of you got it correct. 349 of you used your ×5 jokers, and 401 of you used your ×3s. So well done. Damien, 9988, you got that one correct, my friend. We're just going to the classements just before the final question, question number 9 of this quiz in English. Oh, all changed. The top 3 have changed. Kavi, Michael, Jarig, you are number 1. Marcello, you're number 2 currently with 770 points, and the same. Nadej, 14, you're also on 770 points. The good news, top 3, you will all on your way to, well, you'll be taking home your part in 100 euros. But the question is, are you super winners? Are you going to put down your, well, Kavi, you can do it, put down your ×5 on the next one if you still have it. So let's move on to the final question of this quiz in American on everything American. Alabama is bordered to the east by which state? Is it Georgia? Is it Tennessee? Is it Mississippi? Or is it Florida? Alabama is bordered to the east by which state? Now I'm just waiting for the statistics to come in. So if you can kind of imagine a map of America, and here's Alabama. We're looking for this one here, right there, to the east. Yeah? To the right, if you're kind of looking, if you don't know north, south, east, and west. To the right. What's on the right if you're looking at a map? The right answer, ladies and gentlemen, this final question on this quiz in American is Georgia. Georgia on my mind. 39% of you got that one correct. And Nadine, well done. You got it correct as well. And you put your ×5 down as well. So well played. Tennessee, 12% of you thought it was Tennessee. 35% thought it was Mississippi. 14% of you thought it was Florida or Florida. So let's get the statistics. 352 of you will be sharing your part in 100 euros, which equates to how much? 28 cents each. There are 18 super winners who will be taking home tonight €3.06. So well done everyone for playing. That was worth it. 15 minutes of fun for €3.06. Well done the super winners. Or for those who didn't even 28 cents. 28 cents is always good. Put it in your Be The One bank. Let it all add up. Thank you so much for playing this quiz in American with me, Hayley Edmonds, tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is the main event. Main event means there's €500 up for grabs. Now, for those of you who haven't been following us on social media, well, you haven't had the time to had the advantage of being able to revise, because tomorrow's quiz is on everything. Yes, I want my martini shaken and not stirred. It's on James Bond. So that gives you 24 hours to brush up on everything James Bond and try and win some serious money. Yes, 007 could help you win some money. So all to play for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Be The One with me, Hayley Edmonds, or 7 o'clock UK time. I'll see you then. So until then, have a great evening. Goodbye.